So this is crazy. We talked about the coup in Myanmar.
Myanmar, yeah.
So apparently last year was a high amount of coups in the world. According to the Washington Post, there were at least. This is such a weird thing. So they have this thing where it's like they say there's at least four successful military coups. Like it seems like you would just know if there was a successful military coup in any country in the world.
Let's just check.
It's not in Atlantis.
Let's just check in on CoupCast.
Oh yeah, see if they've updated.
Yeah.
But you'd think
they haven't updated it since August of 2021. What is the point of this?
Yes, somebody definitely lost interest in their project. All right. They were like, this is going to be great. Then they heard that we talked about it. They were like, oh, all right, we'll update it one more time. And then they just never did it. So the Sudan, this is the funniest one. Prime Minister Abdalla Hamdok announces his resignation Sunday evening, more than 2 months after a coup following a deadly crackdown on protesters. So this motherfucker orchestrated a coup, and then what they did was the UN cut off all the aid to the Sudan, and he didn't realize that without the aid coming into the Sudan, they can't really run the Sudan.
Yeah?
So he had to stop being the prime minister. Imagine taking over a country, and then you're just fucked. Like you're like, it's a country. We'll figure it out. And then a couple months in, 2 months in, after you take over the country, you're like, I didn't realize we didn't really do anything in the Sudan. I mean, we all had jobs, so we figured everybody had jobs. Turns out it was just us the whole time. That's what they were protesting.
Dog, just make jobs then. It's that simple.
Look up what
you just Magnitogorsk.
Yeah, right. Look up what the chief export in the Sudan is, because I'm fucking curious. What are their jobs?
Gold.
That's it?
Yeah, their chief export is gold.
You can't
70% of total exports, 25% livestock.
You can't figure that out. Mine the gold with guns. You're the military.
What?
Just shoot the gold out of the fucking mines. If you don't know how to mine gold, just shoot it.
Okay.
This is sound logic.
I can't argue with it somehow.
You telling me you can't mine gold with fucking bullets?
No, personally, I cannot.
That's alchemy. That's modern day alchemy because you're using the lead and turning it into gold. Yeah,
gotcha.
It's fucking good stuff right there.
Smart.
It's fucking quality.
You're on top of your
game.
That's
high level satire for the people listening at home. All right.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
All right, look, Myanmar had a coup. There's 4 coups.
I'm just saying, look, if you look, day one, right? The fucking Chris and Mike coup.
So you're saying you're going to do better than Prime Minister Abdalla Hamdok, who actually succeeded. Let's watch the video. Pull it up.
Guess what? I'm lasting more than 3 months.
He lasted only 2 months. You're saying you're going to do 50% more and then a little bit more than that? You think you can hit 4 months? You can do 4 months as Prime Minister of the Sudan.
Yes.
A country notorious for coups.
I said 3 months, but yeah, I could definitely do 4.
You think you said you're going to last more than 3 months?
Yeah.
So the next number up is 4 months.
Yeah, I could do 4 months.
You think you'll last as the Prime Minister, a white guy, as the Prime Minister of the Sudan?
Yes.
Let's watch the video of Minister Abdalla here.
I don't see. Okay.
It's in the article I sent you.
All right. Hold on. Pulling up the video part now.
إنني قد قررت
speak
أن أرد
English.
إليكم
Jesus
أمانة.
Christ. This is America, asshole.
أعلن لكم
Turn it down.
استقالتي من منصب رئيس الوزراء.
Badass mustache, I'll tell you that.
من بنات أو أبناء هذا الوطن المعطاء لاستكمال قيادة وطننا العزيز. ولقد حاولت بقدر استطاعتي أن أجنب بلادنا خطر الانزلاق نحو الكارثة.
I've tried my best. Sudan is crossing now a dangerous turning point that threatens its whole survival.
يهدد بقائها كليا.
That's the pussiest way I've ever seen you quit a job. Hold on. I've decided to announce my resignation at the beginning of it.
Really? The pussiest way to quit a job wasn't running for a plane to get out of Afghanistan?
That's true. Paving the way for another man or woman from the people of our generous country. He's like, turns out I don't know what I'm doing. All right. You turn this off. So this happened. Obviously, Afghanistan happened. The Myanmar one that we talked about, they're saying that there was an attempted military coup in Niger. 4 out of the 5 coups happened in Africa. Well, I guess they're not actually counting Afghanistan as a coup then. You know what I mean? Because the government actually did just leave, right?
Yeah.
Sudan was the only military coup in a year unusually full of them. According to data compiled by the University of Central Florida and the University of Kentucky, there were at least 5 successful coups in 2021, as well as 1 attempted military takeover in Niger. That's more successful coups than in all 5 years combined, in all previous 5 years combined, and a record for the 21st century. Myanmar, fuck, it's a lot of coups going on, Mike. How do we get in on the coup game? I want to back a military coup financially in another country.
Okay.
How do we do that?
Or we could just go to another. We don't fuck financial. We just go there and do it.
You think me and you are going to go to another country? You really are overconfident in yourself.
Why?
First of all, you were going to do better than the fucking military general at running the Sudan.
Yes, easily.
I don't know, man. The Sudan. Just Google News right now, Sudan.
Okay.
And let's see what kind of chicanery is going on today in the Sudan.
Okay.
I bet it's nothing nice.
UN starts talks in Sudan to resolve post-coup crisis.
Okay.
Sudan anti-coup protests turn deadly.
Now, look at that. Seems like something's turning deadly. Seems like one thing happened and then it turned deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what they wouldn't be doing?
Killing you?
Protesting the coup. You know what they would be doing? Industrializing the Sudan.
How would you what would you bring to the Sudan to industrialize?
I don't know. Just keep throwing bodies at projects. Like fucking Russia did.
Yeah, that worked out for them.
100% it did. They became a world power again. They industrialized. They went from fucking agriculture.
You need oligarchs.
And strip
You need
farming.
somebody to come in with money. I don't think the Sudan has potential oligarchs.
They got gold in the ground.
They have gold in the ground. You need somebody to come get the gold out of the ground.
Okay. Keep throwing bodies at it.
I suppose basically what happened in Russia is a bunch of people stole a bunch of shit and then invested the money that they stole back into the country to become richer and richer with a cycle of fucking developed resources.
Okay. So
how are you going to do that in the Sudan, Mike?
Well, we start by industrializing.
You keep saying industrialize.
Yeah.
I don't think you really know what industrialize means, Mike.
Yeah, we're going to build big-ass
We're
factories.
going to build textile factories like in Britain in the 1800s?
Yeah.
Yeah? These guys are all going to make sweatpants and shit?
Well, look, all right, so jobs are leaving China,
Okay.
right? They're going
You're going to catch them.
Yeah, they're going to other fucking
Sudanese fishing nets.
They're going to other smaller, like,
What's the second
Asian
export?
markets.
What's the second biggest export of the Sudan?
Agriculture.
What agriculture?
Mm.
Yams?
I don't know.
Yucca? What are they growing in the Sudan? I just assume it's yams.
Livestock.
Really?
Livestock, yeah.
Cattle and shit?
Others include oil, Arabic gum, and cotton. Their main import partner is China. They're getting 70% of their stuff imported from China. All right, first things
obviously,
first.
that's everybody's main import.
Okay, first things first, massive tariffs on every Chinese product that
Really,
comes in.
you're just doing the Trump playbook in the Sudan.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. We're putting a bunch of tariffs on fucking China. We're
You're
not
going to build
going
a wall with Mali, which is, I assume, something that borders the Sudan, and you're going to make Mali build it.
We are no. Don't go crazy there because it's not like fucking the Sudan is dealing with kind of massive immigration problem, right? We're just gonna make Sudan great again, right? We're going to,
Make
stop
Sudan great again.
We're going to stop this reliance on China, and we're going to industrialize. We're going to start doing these things for ourselves, and we are going to build textile factories and other factories that make goods, and we're going to take these jobs from American companies that are tired of shipping them out to China.
No, you're not going to build a wall.
No, that's it. That China's known for the Great Wall. We're doing not China
you're
stuff
moving
in
away
the
from
Sudan.
China.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. That plan right there, people ain't going to have time to protest. They're working in factories.
Well, they also border Kenya. Isn't Kenya the most... I looked up a map real quick. I don't want people to think I just knew that. So doesn't Kenya have like a... Isn't that the most industrialized nation in Africa?
Kenya? No, I think
it's
Nigeria.
South Sudan. That's a different place.
Huh?
Then there's Ethiopia's right there. I think you're fucked, man. I don't know. What are you going to trade with those guys?
South Sudan, they got crude oil and gold. We got gold.
I mean, it seems like you should probably team up. A unified Sudan under Mike Harrington?
Okay, so first order of business. We're unifying the Sudans.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. It's always worked in Korea.
Uh-huh.
In China, we talked about it a few weeks ago. It's always worked everywhere to unify. Pakistan, that worked out. There's not two countries called Pakistan and Bangladesh anymore.
Or India.
Yeah, or India. Yeah, no, it's all. It always works when you reunify two countries that are split apart.
Yeah, so we're gonna go there. We're gonna take over South Sudan, right? Just bring them back into
take
the fold.
over.
We're just gonna bring them back into the fold.
Using diplomacy?
Yeah,
Who's the president of the South Sudan?
me.
Well, not yet, Mike. We're just outlining your campaign.
Okay, well, I don't know.
I like when we get geopolitical on the show, you know? Mm-hmm. Look, we got to do something. I saw something about you could become the king of some island in Britain.
Okay.
You'd start there. Maybe you run that island.
Salva Kiir Mayardit is the leader of South Sudan.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that guy's going to fuck you up. He's wearing a pimp hat in his United Nations photo.
Nah, dog.
He looks like Rudy Ray Moore.
Nah, I'd take him out.
That guy's going to fuck you up, Mike.
Okay, all right. Let's
Pull that
pump the
back
brakes
up.
on that. He's gonna fuck me up?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Come on now. This guy's probably never been in a fight in his life.
That dude looks like fucking every guy in every blaxploitation movie.
Agreed. Those guys usually get killed in those movies.
No. First of all, he's wearing a cowboy hat a lot, which is pretty fucking
He's from
cool.
the South Sudan, so he's got to wear a cowboy hat because he's a Southern boy.
That's true. That's true. He's a good old boy.
He's a good old boy from South Sudan.
Yeah. That's. Oh Jesus, that's fucking funny.
I mean, look at this cross-eyed bitch. You kidding me? I would smack the shit out of him. Oh, that's his vice president.
Yeah, this is vice president.
Good, I'd fuck him.
You don't want to be the vice president of South Sudan like a fucking loser.
What a bitch. What a tubby, gap-toothed bitch.
Yeah, dude, you really got to move your way up the card in the Sudan, Mike. You got to fight a couple of vice presidents before you start going for full-on coups in Africa, Mike.
I'm just saying, right? We take all the military, all these people who are protesting about the coup being done, and we say, look, got something else for you to worry about. These fucking dirty Southerners.
You're going to scapegoat the South Sudan? The South Sudan shall rise again, Mike. I don't know.
Look, I'm just saying, right? You know, we're up here with class and sophistication in North Sudan.
Dude,
you got these fucking backward, yokel, hillbilly Southern Sudan people making us look bad.
Just as a side note, I hope that all the ghosts of the dead people who said the South shall rise again are still floating around, realizing the South never rose again. I just hope that is happening.
Well, not yet.
Oh, you think it's gonna happen?
One way or another.
Fair enough. But so, all right, you're going to take over South Sudan and Sudan, right? And
Yeah.
then what?
Then we're going to industrialize.
You keep saying industrialize, Mike. I don't think so. What industry do you think the Sudan needs that's really going to set them apart from the rest of Africa?
I'm telling you,
become an emerging market, right?
Yeah, we're gonna turn the
sports.
Sudan.
Probably start maybe some cannabis dispensaries and a sports book.
No, Sudan and South Sudan. So yeah, we
kratom.
first and foremost.
We'd probably be Africa's foremost kratom exporter.
Yeah, you're just gonna shit on this whole plan, huh? No, what we're gonna do.
I think that's a fine industry.
What we're gonna do? Yes, we are first and foremost. We're gonna have open borders so that anybody who wants to run, like a bookmaking operation
between the Sudan and South Sudan.
Well, no, yes, of course. But I'm saying that
it's one unified Sudan now.
Right, but I mean, we're going to, we're going to become a hub. So, like, any dark web purchases you want to make,
I love how you just say the words that you're saying that make you sound smart are so low level smart sound words. You know what I mean?
You just said smart sound words.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm an everyman. All right. But look, you're like it's gonna be a hub for industrialization. Whatever, dude. These are all fucking words that I've heard politicians say at some point.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think I'm making a great case for being the next leader of Sudan and South Sudan. Well, when's the last time any president of the Sudan was like, yeah, we're gonna reunify?
I mean, you can look that up right now. Because I'm kind of curious. When's the last time they tried to reunify the Sudans?
All right, let's see. July 9th, after decades of civil war and a loss of more than 2 million lives. 2017. South Sudan became the world's newest nation.
That's one Olympics ago.
Look, they had their 4 years. All right, now it's time. We're done playing games. College is over, boys. Time to come home.
You think it's a Rumspringa situation?
Yes. Yes, and that's why there was a coup needed and all kinds of other things in the first place, right? Because they just let things get out of hand. They let the South get a little too rowdy. Got to go in there.
Nothing unifies two African nations like a white guy without sleeves.
Right? It's called the Matt Marin offensive.
Yeah, Hogan could do it, I think.
Yeah.
Rocky could probably bring two African nations together. Really, any white man without sleeves. Larry Bird.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Any Kid Rock, Tiger King.
Yeah, but dude, so if we become a place where you can, run your Bitcoin mining and do whatever kind of dark web trading.
Here's the thing: to run Bitcoin mining, because I know you're just saying other words that you think sound smart. You need a lot of infrastructure because you need a lot of power.
You know what that sounds like?
Huh?
Sounds like a nation that needs to be industrialized.
Okay. Now, you're telling me you're going to build... Do they have geothermal power, perhaps? And that's what Ecuador's doing.
They don't yet. They're going to.
Is it a good place for geothermal power? Because not every place in the world
will make it a good place for geothermal power.
Because they say there's a spot in, I want to say somewhere in Scandinavia, that they know that the geothermal power that they could pull from it would be enough to power the entire Earth, but it's just the matter of running all of that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think I heard that at some point. I'm just going to go with it as a fact. Somebody listening is like, Chris, you're very dumb as you call Mike dumb. Like, there's somebody listening going, Chris needs Mike to be his producer so that he won't fact check him on these things after shitting on his industrialization idea.
All right, dude. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of reports about geothermalization in Scandinavia. I don't know what any of it means.
Just pull up the first page of Google.
I'll just pull up the...
Seems like I'm probably right, though. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, there's a bunch of numbers there.
Yeah, dude. It's a whole chart. I definitely read that chart at some point, I'm sure.
Whatever that means.
Hell yeah, dude.
You said it already.
All right, so look, we've got a lot. You sure you don't want to start with this smaller country? There was somebody put in the Discord, there's an island that you could just become the king of if you're willing to run the inn on the island. That seems like more of a starter country for you before you take over the Sudan, Mike.
That really doesn't feel like a very kingly job. Just running an inn?
A small British island is looking for someone to run its pub and serve as king.
It's in quotation marks, the word king.
You get a crown, and they pour beer on your head.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Look, it's in the article.
Why are you not running for this?
I feel like I can't deal with the isolation. You have to live on that island all year. Although you can walk to the island when there's low tide. This seems like a good starter kingdom for you. You run the inn, you serve some beers. I think you can do this. You got to isolate for the entire off season, which is 8 months. You have to live there and maintain the island.
And then 4 months of the year, you're off?
4 months of the year, you're actually working.
Oh.
And then the rest of the time
of the year.
Yeah, it's just The Shining in a nicer place.
You're just making sure that the place is in tip top shape throughout the
Blood's
winter.
coming out of the elevators, all sorts of shit.
Right. Okay.
You don't think this is a good starter country for you, and then you move up to the Sudan?
Could work.
King of this small British Isle?
So they are officially going to make me a king?
Yes. And then you can go to the Sudan, and you'll have some credits. You know what I mean? They'll be like, who do you think you are trying to fucking run the Sudan? And you'll be like, I was the king of this place.
I'm the king of Peel.
Yeah. I'm the king of Peel.
Okay, but here's the problem now, right?
And they're going to be like, Key and Peel? And you're going to be like, yeah, sure.
Okay, here's the problem, right?
Name recognition.
I'm going to the Sudan right now, right? As the producer of a podcast that gets 7 billion listens a week.
Pretty good, yeah.
Right? Right? Every single member.
To be fair, though, the only country that we have 0 listeners in is the Sudan.
That doesn't make sense. The math doesn't check out.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Well, fuck. I could have sworn we had 100,000 or 200,000 listeners in the Sudan. So I was thinking
not a single listen ever.
Okay. Well,
they don't have any internet because they need to be industrialized.
Thank God every single person in the South Sudan listens to this show.
That's every single person in the South Sudan.
So they already know, and it's going to start leaking over the border in whispers, kind of like how that Scorpion song Winds of Change helped tear down the Berlin Wall.
That's true.
Right. It's going to be like that, right? It's going to be like a fucking just a whispers campaign.
You should flyer the Sudan.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just drop in. Oh, here's what I'll do. Right? Do you think they have computers there? Because we could just fly over.
Probably not.
We could fly over with a bunch of thumb drives that has this episode. What do you think they have? What can we record it on that they'd be able to play it? CDs? Cassettes? Can we even get cassettes to record podcasts?
We're going to have to get somebody to put this entire thing on Viewmaster. And said, that's all they have.
Viewmaster, meaning the
chung, chung, chung.
you're talking
Somebody's going to have to transcribe the entire episode.
like the red goggles you wear and then press the...
That's their chief form of entertainment in the Sudan. Is chung, chung. It's just the Viewmaster.
Yeah. This is why they need me as their leader.
Yeah, I mean, they need to industrialize, clearly. I mean, they do have great plastics. But
Sudan...
they have the world's only remaining celluloid factory to make all those little discs.
The Sudan needs to industrialize.
It's absolutely true. You know what? You've turned me around, Mike. You should industrialize the Sudan. You're going to do it. You start as the King of Peel, which sounds like Key and Peele, which I think will play in the Sudan because they're black, which I guess is racist. I don't know. But I think we can move on.
Okay.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get podcasts. And make sure you follow me at Chris from BKLYN on Twitter. And make sure you support our sponsor, guys. That sponsor is Promescent. That's Promescent. They got an assortment of products that enhance your sex life. And if you use the promo code GOON, you're going to get 15% off your purchase and free shipping.